All right, people. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all enjoyed the interview with Evan last weekend. I thought it was pretty fun and informative. He had a lot of good things to say. I got more interviews coming. Fired up on meeting some more World Cup athletes, so that's something to look forward to. But in the meantime, this week, I figure I've been a little bit behind on just keeping up to date with the exciting events of period 3 on the World Cup so far. So I figure I'll do a quick update on everything that's happened from when we last checked in, which was like post-Tour de Ski Livigno recovery camp type time, all the way up until now, which is, let's see, January 29th, almost February, just after the Engadine World Cup weekend, right before Konya. So it's a beautiful day here in Engadine Valley. So we'll roll a quick Swiss Alps pretty snow montage. Cue that up right now. All right, hope that was good. It snowed like 3 feet here in the last 2 days, and it's been cold and beautiful since then. So it's pretty much like the ideal Alpen experience. But anyhow, update, there's been all kinds of things that have happened. It's kind of been this like crazy roller coaster in period 3 so far. Going back to Le Roux, France, which was the first weekend after the tour. I had a really good weekend. I mean, maybe one of my best weekends of World Cup racing ever. Starting things out with a podium in the 10K skate on Friday, which was an actual dream come true for me. Those of you who have followed me for a long time will know that skating hasn't always been my strength, and especially in distance skiing also. So it was really cool to like check off a really good race in both of my weakest disciplines. So that was pretty awesome. Felt super good. And then Friday night, I had a little like stomach issue, something that a bunch of us ate at the race didn't sit right. So I had kind of a long night, but was able to rally for the sprint the next day, despite all that. And yeah, I had a pretty good sprint. I mean, those of you who know me know that I always struggle with tactics, like I was talking about with Evan. I didn't play my cards just right in the semifinals and wasn't able to advance to the final, but I was excited to win another qualifier, which was cool, and put together a pretty good race on the whole. And then on Sunday, I was really happy that my energy levels bounced back after the mishap on Friday, and I was able to put together a pretty good 20K classic. That was a fun race. Like, people were really pushing it from the start, and there was this crazy steep long hill that you had to go up six times. So that was a hard race, and I was happy to hang in there, and I think I was 12th that day, so definitely a good weekend for me. And then coming to the Engadine, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do this weekend in terms of like racing versus resting, just because we have this like pre-World Champs period coming up where I want to prioritize training and I want to make sure I have enough energy to do the things that I need to do during this midwinter training block. So I decided to just race the first 2 days, which was the relay and the sprint. The relay didn't really go super great for Team USA. Unfortunately, we just like didn't have the tools or the right order or whatever, and both of our teams had kind of bad days. But still a good hard effort, and you know, it's always fun to suit up with the team and do that. So super stoked with that. And then the sprint was, kind of not my best day on the whole, but not bad. I mean, I felt really good in the quarterfinals, and again, advanced to semifinal number 1, where it's just semifinal number 1 is always stacked if you guys watch the World Cup. So it was hard for me to get out of that semifinal, and I ended up, I think 12th on the day. So not a bad day, but not my best sprint ever. Definitely hoping for more, but still pretty psyched with the weekend on the whole. And then I decided to sit out the 20K, which I was really excited in hindsight that I didn't race the 20K, because the stomach issues decided to make a comeback that night, and a bunch of us got this like horrible, way worse than what I got in LaRue, this horrible like stomach thing that really took me out for like 2 or 3 days. So that was pretty unfortunate. Never fun to have that happen when you're traveling, and you know, it honestly, in many ways, it beats getting a cold or COVID or something like that, because it is like pretty concise, and you know, you feel better pretty quick. But boy, you feel pretty bad during the low points. So that was pretty rough. And for that reason, I delayed my trip to Konya by a day. I'm only 1 day out from this food poisoning stomach bug thing. So I'm focusing on hydrating and getting some good sunshine and rest here in the Engadine before going anywhere. For the remainder of this video, I'm gonna queue up a little travel day montage for you guys, which should be fun. I got something a little different going on where, because a bunch of us got sick, we can't travel with the team because we don't want to get everybody else sick. So we're gonna take a train and buses and various other modes of transportation all the way to Konya for this weekend's World Cup. So all right, people, that's the end of another video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment anything you want to see in the future. I'm getting to be the midwinter here, so I'm starting to run out of video ideas, so make sure to drop some suggestions in the comments. I have a little teaser for the next video. Anybody who has any idea where we are right now should drop it in the comments. I think for some people it's going to be incredibly obvious, but it's quite nice here, and we will check in with you guys later.